I'm looking forward to it. Let's see. It is the grudge match. Gen.G, EG, a David vs. Goliath story. And EG, they have to pull their finger out if they want some points for the road to Rio. It has been disastrous, and they have to pick up a win here. It even hinges on other games, as Chad has highlighted. He's covering all of that. We're covering all of this. And we're into the first round of the first map. Final series of the day. God knows what day it is.
I think it's about day 13 or 10 or 12, something like that.
It could be like 25.
One of those days.
One.
Yeah, and it's May right now as well, right?
Oh.
So happy May, everyone.
Happy May. Good to see you.
Let's get into
May
the
the
action.
4th be with you soon.
Oh, soon. Nice.
Yeah, very soon. Very soon.
Look out for that, everyone.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good time. Inside play from Gen.G. We're going to have the lowest smoke coming in momentarily as we just pull this broadcast together. The flashbang's coming in as well, and the Molotov for the post-plant players going to be standing towards a juicy grenade there down towards the lower ramp. 5 players committed towards inside here. The bomb will be coming down momentarily, and there's a bit of a retake play from Evil Geniuses here after a boatload of damage is shipped in by Stan.
Okay, let's see what they've got for us. Ethan going to be the spearhead. In he goes, and out goes Ben Tet. Ferdinand could not overcome. 4 versus 5 now, and Cirque does get caught by Som. Very capable individual mechanical skill. Got a flourish in the pistol. He gets himself his second. Still a 2v2. Daps a second frag already. Breezy just gets his head knocked off his shoulders. It looks like Gen.G are doing this one. Running out of bullets. A fresh clip won't get Tarek far. Gets it. Looking for the transfer. No kit.
Time.
No time. Daps has done it. The clutch to start it all off. He feels so damn good. Daps with 3. And he's going to shoot the corpse nice and early.
I hope he does that every
time.
single round, because what this guy went through in Montpellier is something that he said he did actually come out to me and say, well, I could have sat at home and not won any prize money. That's one way of looking at it. The other is, oh, these are your teammates who you've spent a long time turning into one of the North American powerhouses, and then they replace you at the first sign of any worries. Yeah, well, that one sucks, doesn't it? Now, let's see if Daps can actually make it hurt for them here in the server today, because if EG don't make it into a top 3 position, that means we won't be seeing them anymore on that road to Rio. There will be, of course, 2 more RMR events between now and November.
It's worth mentioning as well, let's not forget that they'd lost their coach. I mean, you know, that was a choice they made. Another part of the Daps system at times was I'm a pet.
They got a new one pretty quickly though, didn't they?
They certainly did, but yet to see it really pay off. In fact, the fact they're on the ropes here on the road to Rio is not a positive sign. A sign of things to come, perhaps. Stan does have that 5-7 already. The scout bullets have connected. Automatic just opens up with a double, but Ethan's got one better, a triple with that deagle. We talk about it being used like a shotgun, and there's an example of it. Breezy will evade the nade, at least the brunt of the damage, and now we're 1 versus 2.
That was great stuff, though. And it's still going to be enough for Gen.G. We will have Daps with 3 kills, even after the heroics there from Ethan. He's still shooting the bodies, he's making sure he's driving the message home. This is for redemption here. We are going to see Daps with 6 and 0. That's about as many kills as he got the other day on Train Chat.
That's true. That is true. He did have a bit of a struggling time against that Cloud9 roster, but if anything was going to motivate you, Henry, it would be revenge. It would be spite. I know those 2 things make me get up in the morning and, well, put that angry music on that I'm sure you can hear from upstairs. But it is good to, you know, have that motivating factor right here. And, well, when they...
Oh, hello.
He's lucky to be alive, isn't he?
You are dead on, though. Like, I'm sure it's all in fun and games. It's not really the end of the world, but it does keep it interesting, and it does get under his skin a little bit. Everyone will say it doesn't bother them, but they notice. They know.
We notice, and we're having fun.
Yeah.
We don't do enough of it in our games, actually.
We need to start doing it.
I think we do. More knife kills, more spamming the bodies, and just more fun across the board, maybe.
And
less
you grab
me
yourself
raging at Rush.
a game fuel, and you're just enjoying it, shooting the bodies.
Were you talking about Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel?
We were.
Yeah.
The Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel.
The Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. I'm looking forward to the Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel post-match, if I'm honest. But
that's the best part of the show.
Mouthfuls aside, looks like Gen.G about to be heading straight into the B site with nobody home. They walk down, can't believe their luck. An open site. And a dream for them to get that afterplant and deep afterplant positions. Look how far up they are already.
So just the USBs to work with here. Evil Geniuses don't stand much of a chance. The flashbang's not bad, you know, but Som, he's making light work of them. Zivil Classic and Kuster chiming in as well with Breezy left to try and find a kill if possible. It would be his second. Only got the USP though, just seeing if anyone will give up a rifle. There's absolutely zero reason to really challenge him. But Som will find him in the end. It's going to be a very clean round with Gen.G. They give up 1 player in the form of automatic. We've got 3-0 on the T side here. It's looking good. And I mean, this is their pick as well, so great flying start against that first gun round. Cirque's picked up the AWP, a player I feel like he's not been as electrifying this year as 2019 so far.
Yeah, look, I think that for this EG roster, they're dealing with a lot, right? They went from being consistently a team to make playoffs to then a team who reached massive highs over there at ESL 1 New York, to then a team who could look good, but then the next tournament will look absolutely terrible. So I'm not sure they know exactly what their approach is going to be going forward. They're probably working all of that out with Zeus on board as the new coach of this team right now. And as we get the first gun round underway, you'll see the run boost. Som getting launched across there to the other side of Ivy, but the smoke will make that all in vain.
Yeah, he's flinged across there. Cirque looking towards the ladder position for anyone going on top of blue. Towards the back of the bomb train for now. We do have a spread default here for Gen.G, just working out their options, seeing if they're already probing CTs with a lesser weapon at this point, but they have got M4s across the board apart from Cirque's AWP. Ventet's given the task of looking for that upper aggro. I would say the inside execution is looking incredibly likely here. You normally see these on the first gun rounds when the CT economy isn't quite there. They might have a diffuse kit or the incendiaries, but they actually are pretty comfortable. And we've got a bit of distraction here from Som, who's just taking his vision away, dropping a flash, not going to be going any further, but just showing presence towards Ivy as they get ready to fully commit towards the inside area. Two CTs waiting, that's Stanislaw and Cirque.
It's looking promising again. No early rotates, but that isn't promising. Kusta was a sitting duck. No flashbangs, he's straight down into the crosshairs of Cirque. And now looking to overcome Amanda's advantage, Daps will bait and drop off. He is going to be hunted down by Stanislaw as well, though. Ethan's found another, and Gen.G, they're collapsing here. Automatic and Ventet left to clutch, now all onto Tim. First, maybe the second, good damage, but not the headshot. And it will be EG's first.
Pretty clean one as well. 3 players survived that, and no reason to be too alarmed for Gen.G. It's their first gun round, just doing a nice set piece there towards the end. They got the bomb planted, and Stanislaw and Cirque shut them down. Maybe a little bit premature on the initial commitment down towards lower, but the flashbang was there, just didn't quite catch Cirque, and he managed to get that first kill, and it's always going to be difficult to recover the scenario there. But we still have a full buy for Gen.G. Automatic can't get the AWP, but that should be fine. We've got a couple of AKs now on the CT side, so EG certainly the favorite team going into this best of 3.
Yeah, if EG show their best form, then that's when you start talking about this game potentially being a 2-0. But EG in best form probably goes somewhere with Liquid in best form at the moment. They're not really existent within this realm of the road to Rio. Sure, they're still winning some games, but we would expect these guys to be head and shoulders above some of these little fish. These should be
the front runners, right?
Yeah.
Liquid and EG.
You throw 100 Thieves in the mix, and that should be your, your best 3 teams in this tournament.
Absolutely, I agree. Som challenges towards the outside area. He'll be taken down by Tarek, who spammed him through the smoke there. It's too much on his plate. Som will be taken down. A quick reaction, though. Gen.G will fully commit towards inside. Big numbers at the upper ramp here. Stanislaw will deploy a decent grenade towards the bomb site. Kusta, they'll swallow it. 21 HP. They can't plant the bomb in this stage. It buys time for the CTs to rotate in, and they are mowing Gen.G down. 4-on-2 automatic. We'll have the AWP towards upper, but Daps, his bullets don't connect at all. He'll be stuck at lower. That's a nightmare. Daps can't do anything at this point. Automatic will have to do all the heavy lifting this 5-on-2, and it's just a matter of time, I would say, before he is spotted from upper. And there it is. Cirque takes him.
It's a tough one for Daps. He's going to be keeping hold of his AK. Let's not forget he actually found all of his frags in those first 2 rounds, a 3K in the pistol and in that second gun round, or rather second round, I should say, excuse me. Hey, it does look like they could pick up that secondary AWP. Seems unlikely given EG's current setup. Cirque's very comfortable on that. They've even got 3 AK-47s. Daps will hold on to his, though. Taking down Stanislaw.
I'm sure if he didn't have to try and hold on to this gun, he might be spamming that body right now. But Daps will think better of this situation right here. Peering on back towards the inner bomb site. Maybe he is going for it. Maybe he wants to get that loss bonus ticking in his direction with 10 seconds left. If he doesn't go down soon, he might get hunted, and there it is. Tarek will finish him off. And that's going to be the second round on the board for EG here. So opening kills, nothing to really write home about right now. EG winning 3-2. Multi-kills are right now in the favor of Gen.G, but this is still very, very early stages. When we watched the game between Gen.G and Cloud9 on Train, that's when we thought that Cloud9 could have closed that first map and potentially won the series in 2. Gen.G had a fantastic comeback, right? It felt like they were able to claw their way back into the game. So let's see if it's a similar scene this time round.
Well, time will tell, Chad. It's going to be the eco for Gen.G. Unfortunately, this round, they're going to take a lot of damage at the start there. Grenades landing on the unarmored bodies in more ways than one. As Tarek will find a touchdown. There's going to be Daps remaining. Another 5 versus 1 here, so we'll have to wait before he can spam the bodies once again. That's a clean sweep for EG.
Yeah, so Rush, there's always room for improvement. I would have loved if we followed that HG and watched as 3 people blew up.
Ready to go as well. I had this, and I was looking down the left side, looking, okay, who's holding a nade?
Yeah. Tarek just snuck under the radar. Insane. Oh, damn. We get it in the replay. You can see that was a disaster. And 3 members of Gen.G don't get anything done. Only on the pistols, though. Thank you, Rushley, for joining us. And now round 7. Let's see if EG can get 4 in a row.
I like the fact Automata doesn't have the AWP. I think he looks really sharp with the rifle right now. We saw that a couple of days ago, and we'll see if it leads to any sort of success. Kusta battles his way through the initial Molotov and smoke setup. He will find the first kill. That's Cirque going down. Huge scalp to take, but he's still quite committed towards outside. He was thinking about bailing out at that point, but still considering his options. Ethan will find him. Great flashbang from Tarek, and that's nullified them for at least 10 seconds here. They have to wait, and you could see Kusta desperately trying to get out of that scenario, maintain the advantage, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, look how many nades have been exchanged by both teams here. We've got 1:20 left on the clock. We've got a couple of HEs, one flash and 2 smokes across both teams right now. So it's just going to come down to the aim, Jules.
All right, welcome to Deathmatch. I'll be your host. Tarek pulled out just as they had a look through pop. Looks like they might want to leave one there and continue towards inner. They've already got 2 CTs set up. What is that setup? Stan holding just a HE. And Ethan with a nice little headshot angle for upper.
That's a fake.
Do they send someone to commit, though? Looks like Automatic will. Stan falls off the line. They hear the steps. This is quite convincing. Yeah, Connector's getting activated. Tarek's rotated in. And for the moment, I say that, he's already returned. He can spot it. It's a very hard shot. But he beheads Daps with just a fraction of his quiff showing.
That wasn't bad at all from Tarek. The HE will lead to a kill.
Hello.
Nice work from Breezy there. AK-47 looks very natural in his hands. 1-4. Yet another kill for Ethan, but the bomb does go down. So loss bonus will be at $2,900 for Gen.G going forward. They will have a buy with the bomb planted as well, but it won't be much. As you can see, they've got enough for AK armor and a couple of smokes. That's about it. Might not be worth it. We'll see whether they want to go for Tech 9s instead. This is a great shot from Tarek. Barely saw the top of his scalp and manages to remove him there. Perfectly done. And the HE as well. I love the reaction. Just recovering in time to get a beautiful headshot on Bentet. Make him look a little bit silly.
Bentet yet to get a kill. We did have some concerns for him on Nuke, obviously, when we brought up their matchup last time. Tai Lu and a lot of the teams that he was playing with within the Southeast Asia region, not known to be Nuke teams, and thus, as an individual, probably hasn't had too many competitive matchups. And I think we had about 12 was the figure. So not too many games at all, as it will be a alley rush right here. And while Breezy picks up the first, but he will get dropped. And as I mentioned, Bentet not having kills, of course, he finds the first. The caster's curse is real.
Well, it's going to be Daps leading the way once again, as Stanistor has got a perfect lineup. Should be no problem for this final kill as well. Makes a bit of a meal of it, and it's going to be Stanistor and Ethan to close things out. Only one player goes down, and Evil Genius is now with 5 rounds in a row. Look at the opening duels while we're here. It's going to be EG in the lead with 5, Gen.G with 3.
We can also keep you updated, guys, on what's going on in the other match. Now, obviously, if you want to watch it later, then you're going to need to mute the stream right now as I tell you the score lines. I'm giving you a couple more seconds. It's
so respectful.
6-1 right now in favor of Cloud9 on the T side of Train. JT and OC are currently in a 2-on-4. Make that a 1-on-3 against the Pistols of the Thieves. And you heard the importance of all the ramifications we were talking about before. We'll continue to update you on what that all means as it unfolds. So timeout here in the main game that we're covering this evening. And we'll be getting this one back underway. The AWP has come out in the hands of Automatic now.
Yeah, for the first time. Converts into a full-time sniper within this squad. You'd assume it'd be Kusta, but no, this is where they feel like they can cause the most damage. I've been converted a few showings. I don't think he's Mr. Consistent with the weapon, but he certainly has his moments. Automatic will enter round number 9 up against the likes of Cirque. Quite the tall order. Looks towards Connect at the very start. Doesn't find anything. And Cirque now, he'll receive the upper ramp Molotov designed to push the AWPers back here.
Oh.
It just looks sketchy at times, but I promise you, Chad once told me that it's because The GoTV is in America?
Yes.
Okay,
There's
cool.
a bit of latency.
They're not
playing
doing
issue
trick
there.
shot nades?
No, we haven't come that far in Counter-Strike just yet. That might be the next little addition. It is surprising, you know, that Kusta doesn't want to be an AWPer anymore. I know that he had a hard time with that in the past, but still.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
If you're not delivering, that's a lot of investment behind you. Got to be confident you're going to convert that expense.
Like that feeling when you say, hey, can I get an AWP? And then you're the first name in the kill feed and you know everyone's harboring just a little bit more disdain for you.
I think you have to ooze confidence to be an AWPer, right? Because you need to be able to pull off shots like this. And Cirque, well, he definitely has some confidence about him. That's a big one to pick up. The opening kill falling in their favor here in Tarek. Well, he's going to back on off. Tarek's part of another storyline here this evening. Obviously, he was part of the Cloud9 team. Oh.
Bentet, come on, mate.
Well, you definitely played Train, Bentet.
Oh no, Kusta's got nades in his hands. He bounces away. Lives to tell the tale, 4v4, and a mid shot from Cirque could be the lifeline they need. Gap trying to be taken by Som. His pop flash does enable him to get out, and now Cirque is overextended. 4v3.
20 seconds though, Alex, and the bomb is still down in T-Spawn. Automatic will have to get this kill. It's round done. They can't even plant the bomb at this point. It might not even matter. As Bentet, he's already missed his smoke. He's left in a 1 versus 3. Not going to be able to get close to converting that one, chaps. And we'll see 2 AK-47s in the hands of Evil Geniuses now. Stanislaw recovers the AWP. Their money is out of control right now. And Gen.G, they're starting to look a little bit flat after winning the pistol, Chad. I'm not going to lie to you. Missed smokes at this level. I never like to see it, and especially at such a crunch moment like that.
Yeah, well, there's obviously a lot of stock in this game, so the pressure will be applied for everybody
it might
playing
not seem
this
like a big deal, but when you practice these dry runs and you're playing for hundreds of thousands of dollars here, and someone screws up their smoke, which is honestly pretty basic procedure once you know it, like it is frustrating, distracting. It'll ruin the round for you, especially when it lands in T-Spawn. Either way, we're going to put that inside rush, and it's going to be Stan mowing them down with the AWP here. Cirque to chime in with a covering fire, and it looks like they've denied the plant, at least for now. I don't see a world where that's going to go down. It's actually in the flames there at the lower ramp, so just poor old Daps. He'll go towards upper. He's got an AK-47, but I think his days are numbered. Cirque will make sure of that. Put them all into the grave. 4 kills found. Stanislaw will back him up.
Watching players who are unwavered by the jiggle and just wait the perfect length of time, it's so satisfying to see them not pull the trigger on 2, 3 jiggles. Only 1 from Daps that time, but yeah, Cirque still maintaining the trigger discipline to convert cleanly.
Hey, Rush, rock and roll us on around here without X-ray, as I think we might get another one of these outside executes coming on through. So let's see how this one looks.
It's so naughty.
This is how it looks for the players, obviously minus all the information on the radar and on the left and right of the screen, but you can't see those lovely little outlines that we are granted here.
Suddenly you find yourself staring at the minimap, desperate for information. Spread out in their default. Automatic is on that T-side AWP. Playing a very passive hold.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a bit more of a passive approach this time. They want to see if they can wait out some of this EG utility. But not a lot is being exchanged early. There wasn't a huge threat from main when they pushed out in the earlier piece. They dealt with it with relative ease, and now that they've got full control, they haven't even had to smoke or flash in there. That means that that information is definitely not known by Gen.G.
Well then, Gen.G have conceded 7 rounds in a row here on their map pick. Can they dig themselves out of this hole? They're going to send 5 players. We'll make it 4 with some towards Iris. We've seen this execution before. Hasn't worked out on a gun run as of yet, but they got incredibly close in their first attempt. Daps will jump past the flames here. First kill will be his, no problem whatsoever. Breezy didn't see that coming. That's the opening kill now for Gen.G, and it goes back to a 4-on-4. Where's everyone else? Som's got towards the backtracks. Keep that in mind. So he is deep in towards CD spawn. So Som can actually change the landscape of this round, but he's gone so far away. The bomb goes down, but he's too late. He can't really do anything about this. Nice idea, but I don't think it leads to a round victory. They're defusing the bomb already.
Yeah, and
he had to be much faster than that. He had to go be fighting through connector or CT spawn the shortcut, if that makes sense.
It's not even any damage to the economy, right? Even if he was to get some more Constellation frags there towards the end. Look at the bank that's been built up on that EG side.
I'm not sure why he wouldn't go for a high impact play there. He went for a really conservative route. Like, you're committed at that point, your teammates are going down, and you just get there and see what you can do.
Yeah, trying to alleviate some of that pressure, as it were. But Stan, I like the fact that we're seeing him pick up the AUG. It's something that we've been talking about a little bit.
I was using it today. It's actually super crispy still, even with the scope. Like, if it's a little bit daunting reading the patch notes, but with the scope, it still bangs.
Automatic. That's a start. He actually Gets tagged down to 15.
Yeah, well,
More
he did
damage.
rattle one off as well. He did get Tarek through the wall, I believe. So he'll take more damage, but at least successfully landing the shots. Here's Tarek now, just looking towards Olof. Patrolling that main entrance. We go back into another spread default here from Gen.G. They do have their smokes and flashes still. A few Molotovs in the mix.
Here's one for everybody. When we talk about games with traditional in-game leaders, well, Daps is one of them, and he's currently top fragging for his team. Now, this is no disrespect to Daps, but he should not be the one who is top fragging. The lion's share of frags should be coming from your automatics and your Ben Tets.
One thing I will say to that is he got 7 and 0 in the first 2 rounds.
That's true.
So I guess that's the only thing I can say to, like, it doesn't change your point, but yes, he hasn't done much since those 2 rounds.
Kusta certainly capable alongside Ben Tet, now going towards upper. This is a crossfire. We see a lot of teams doing this, and it's paid off more often than not. Stanislaw can swing on Cirque's contact. Or hold ramp while he waits. Here it comes, so expect the swing. This could work out perfectly. Oh, the timing! Cirque dropping off, he responds to lower, but Stan can still hold the line, and the flames are there. Bentet's smoke enables him to get out, but as he goes hunting, dropped.
You don't like to see that. Oh no, Bentet's had a mare the last few days. Well, there we go. It is going to be 9-3, 9 rounds in a row. They are looking, they're out of their depth right now, I have to be honest.
Maybe Gen.G need to learn Mandarin.
Oh, this is an awkward one. He just spotted him, he'd fallen off. Like, you don't like to see it. Like, I expect to see that in our game sometimes. That's a sort of play, but not right now.
Yeah, then Chad will scream, I can't do this anymore.
I can't do this
anymore.
Why did he fall off the lower?
It felt like torture at some points today, I won't lie. I need to make sure I do a longer yoga session.
yoga
You didn't meditate today,
No, I
did
did
you?
my yoga. I need to do longer yoga.
Practice some mindfulness. Get some meditation flowing through your
It's all about the Zen lifestyle.
I need a namaste, you know, a bit more.
You do.
A bit more.
And I need to numb this day, so... Wow.
Gen.G in the same boat as you, Chad, don't worry. They're very frustrated right now as well, and they're going for another inside player. Hasn't gone well, and the grenade is going to hurt a lot. Through the flames as well, the double trouble. It hurts, it stings, but they do pull one back. Ben Tet makes up for his sins in the previous round, and we have got a 5-on-4 as they progress deep down. And they could actually win this. The ult could be everything, but Breezy, he hits a banger of a shot there, follows it up with a second spray down. Well, any chances of winning the round seem to have been completely eradicated, but it is Daps against his former teammates.
Watch this.
Looking to prove himself. Smoked off, CZ in hand, 4-on-1.
Just wait for it. Just wait for it, Henry.
No, this is he feels so hopeless right now. What's he going
drop,
to do?
Kill. Oh,
not a bad effort.
They did all have kits. And 10 rounds in a row for EG. God, that is quite the stomp.
Yeah, it was
just
looking
like
good.
that.
Well, normally what happens at this point of the game, and correct me if I'm wrong,
I know
Henry,
what you're going to say.
normally what happens at this point of the game is the T's claw back a couple of late rounds, but that's normally back off the economy being in their favor a little bit, right? They've kept the rounds close. In this case, they haven't kept the rounds close. They've been getting, I think, destroyed would be a pretty good word to use.
Battered and bruised.
Yeah,
buggered.
decimated.
Yeah, all of that.
Expunged.
Yeah. And we have got a tactical timeout from Gen.G being called here in the penultimate round. We've got automatic with the AWP, 16-13. And unfortunately, Bentet and Kusta, the names you do want to shine brightly here. They've got 5 frags between them. And Bentet, he got that nice deagle shot that led to nothing. And Kusta can't recall the impact. We'll see whether they can find the aforementioned couple of rounds that I agree with. Does seem to always happen when you have these big leads. No one seems to find the golden run anymore. We don't see the 13-2s, the 14-1s.
I don't want to jinx it, but I actually think that EG are on right now to do so, and that's because the economy's built so high. They will 100% have guns in next round no matter what happens here. And I feel that they're playing with a lot of confidence. That's backed up right by Cirque's play. Sitting behind the Molotov, it's expired. He's got a bit of a timer on this. The flash in Som's hand's gonna come out, but he's ahead of it, and he's jumped across.
Oh, and he hits the flick, phenomenal. Second smoke, panicking as they try and bail their AWPer out. Som doesn't have a nade, can't dunk. And another tag, this time it's Kusta, shot through the floorboards. Ethan evades the nade and lives to tell the tale, 19 HP. A lot of early damage, but no one's gone down.
Fancy footwork there from Ethan. Bentet lining up the Ivy smoke. Oh, the Molotov beneath him. So they're trying to get base control here. Ethan suddenly rattled some cages with his presence towards the Pop Dog area. And Tarek will reclaim main entrance. Bentet smoked out now. His teammates are behind him, but do they want to go down? Kusta and Som. Such low HP. It really isn't looking fantastic out there for them. Lining up the smokes here. I think to see outside play when they've already got Tariq in towards main entrance. This won't work out at all. But let's see. Pop Dog will have to find the majority of the kills. That's the only play they can really bring. Nice job from Cirque. Might be taken out from Pop Dog. They've seen him, and he will challenge.
He gets away. God, this kind of play from Cirque is daunting.
Stifling.
Yeah, you just don't know where he's going to find the next angle.
Oh, Ethan's still alive.
Living another frag from
still in
Cirque.
main.
He's bouncing
Dabs.
around.
Hi.
But Dabs sneaking through enemy lines for a second. Stan gets the frag.
So, very nice movements there from Evil Geniuses. They're feeling themselves now. This is a confident squad, hitting their shots and taking map control, which is just destroying them. Gen.G just didn't even anticipate main control at all.
I would love to put in a little bit of a request to our favorite observer, Rushley1234556. We don't want it on stream, but are you able to check before this half ends what the utility damage has looked like from that EG side of things? Because we had the pistol round with Stan's nade.
That could be our new feature before half-time. Rush reports in with the utility damage.
Okay.
I'll check it out, boys.
Did you
I'll
see
check it out.
I saw Professor from HLTV. He quickly crunched the numbers from the Astralis game earlier today
78
against Heretics.
Yeah.
They were averaging 70 plus damage, utility damage around on Dust 2.
That's wild.
70.
Oh, bombs down already, boys.
And, well, all of Gen.G are down as well, Chad, I'm afraid. Looks like this round will be falling apart, but maybe Kusa's got something to say about that. 4 versus 1. Is there anything left in the tank for this young man? I don't think so. A fantastic half from Evil Geniuses. They lost the pistol. They were 0-3 down, and they won every single round after. Gen.G are in trouble. I'm not sure there's much they can do about it. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This time we haven't split it down the middle. Instead, we split the atom. Gen.G received 947 utility damage there, chat from Evil Geniuses. Unheard of numbers, massive performance for Stanislaw, especially with 400 plus.
Yeah, so in the break, we actually did some maths right there, and it averaged out at 64 utility damage per round from EG there in that first half. So I think we'll try and be keeping a bit more of an eye on as we continue here on that road to Rio.
Ethan is death, destroyer of worlds. 17 frags alongside Cirque 16. These guys, they hit their teens early. Gen.G still yet to find their puberty. And, well, it seems BenTeT, he does meet the drop. Wow, that kind of actually worked.
That was pretty good.
See what I did there?
Yeah, I saw exactly what you did. And Cirque, well, he's had enough of it. He will be finding the next kill. And there's actually a lot of presence towards outside here, but quick trades coming through. Kusta and Dapt. We know Dapt's the inside anchor. We casted the other day, and we will see him making his way towards backtracks here. Bomb down, kit available, but no armor for Kusta, and no utility for the CTs in general. Dapt's making his way towards the backtracks and actually towards the bomb side now. Bit of in-game chatter going on as well, as we'll see Dapt's just spot one towards the hell position.
This is such a hard side to retake. They're just going to jiggle around containers and little headshot angles. Kusta's just lost most of his life, down to 13. Tarek chips away at 1, and it's Ethan to find another. 18-4. The man has died 4 times. 4. Here on train, EG being told that they were on death's door and would no longer be competitive should they concede does seem to have lit a fire beneath some of the individuals.
A little bit of extra pressure works wonders, it seems, right here. So they've basically had a project that's been due tomorrow, and they've left it to the night
I'm sure
before.
a lot of people watching can understand and appreciate that.
And that's because we're all creatures of comfort, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? As long as you get that pass mark, who really cares? All right, let's get stuck into the force buy right here, because this is do or die for Gen.G. They lose this round. We might as well pack it up and head over to map number 2.
It's a good point. They'll be eco after this one. They have gone for the full send. Double scouts, CZs, 5.7s, Deagles, an eclectic mix of weaponry.
Doesn't fill me with confidence.
Not really, does it? We'll see whether Som's little cheeky position leads him to mud. I don't think so. They seem to know exactly where he is. I think the pre-fire will be coming in from Cirque, and he's done a lot of damage. Stanislaw to convert the kill, and they didn't take any damage for their troubles at all. Automatic as a scout, even if you find a tag, it wouldn't be a kill. So they're going to fall back and execute, I would say. Dapt to 10 kills, remember 7-0 after his first couple. Dropping off the pace now, and it will be Ethan coming out on top and avoiding death once again.
Oh. BenTeT onto Breezy. There we go.
Yeah, this round's not over with Ethan being so low.
Maybe this pop dog timing could favor Kusta. He's going to get a false sense of security. And he gets it. Onto Stan and drops straight down to survive. Ethan's only got 5 HP. Smokes to survive. I love it. Kusta got some staying power. Perhaps there's some stopping power on automatic. Scout, he does find the head. Straight through the helmet. Bomb loose.
Time is the issue right here for Tarek. If you can hear this connector rotation, he knows where both are. The Molotov's going to land to separate them here, but he has to make a choice. Does he fight or does he plan? And now with that tag, it could be all over.
It must be. Automatic surely done enough. Catching some Galil bullets now. 14 seconds. Tarek, what is your plan? Tries to get across. He checks Automatic's aim, and Automatic, he passes, saving the day for Gen.G.
They should buy back here, surely.
Yeah, I think so. With the scouts up as well. They're going to be double eco regardless of 1400 on Breezy, so they'll probably just go for it with some PD50s, Tech 9s, Deagles, etc., etc. Breezy actually taking the full eco right now, so we'll see if he wants to invest anything at all. That pretty much did save the day. Kusta somehow gets away with that. Close range of the 5.7, managed to extinguish the Molotov as well. That was a huge play, enabled him to go for the backstab, but actually rotated through
3v5 on a half buy, right?
Exactly that.
Damn. That's important for Gen.G. If they can pick this one up, start to nurture and mature that CT bank account. Nate doesn't do too much to Ethan. He can continue to operate, looking for his 20th frag here in round 18.
Well, they should be able to deal with Deagles, really. I think that the Scouts against Deagles is almost the right combo because you are going to be more passive across the board. Whereas if it was Tech 9s and some P250s and a flash or so, then I might start getting a little bit worried. But the fact that it is the Deagles and we can see the setup right here that Gen.G are applying, unless we get some absolute bangers of shots coming on through. Here we go. There's the mop up, the cleanup crew. BenTeT just going to step on through. And the last two members, Ethan and Tarek, should be falling any second. A clean sweep there. And now we can get the game underway, boys.
We certainly can,
no, we can't.
but
One more,
it's
Ethan.
going to
Never
be more of the same for now.
One more, just one more.
Yeah, they did like sort of buy into it. They got Deagle, no armor, so like that's why I said they might as well force it because they're double eco either way. But not sure what the approach was. Breezy just went for a Deagle, took himself down to 750.
They could do Deagles again, couldn't they?
Yeah, I don't like this approach at all. It's like the worst of both wars, in my opinion. But we will see just the one Desert Eagle purchase for Stanislaw. Looking to close things out early, but Gen.G have found a lifeline. That forced by victory in a 5 versus 3. AG got a little bit too sloppy, and this round is a bit of a gimme now for Gen.G. Bomb down.
Any more?
May as well, really, with the way those first two went. I know we talk about here waiting out utility, but the fact that they've lost two individuals, you may as well just get it done.
Yeah. Especially like the Famous, he won't be feeding the MP9 or anything, just give him the kills.
He's just hanging around as well. So Bentet, who did have a very, very rough first half there, he's already found himself up to 10 kills here. So reaching double digits alongside Daps and Automatic, and, well, they'll pick up a few more frags there towards the end. Kusta's still only down the bottom there with 4, so we need him to step up here in the second half. But if you look at everybody on that side of EG, Breeze, who's normally the superstar of this team, he actually has the least amount of kills right now. So if he steps up in any margin whatsoever...
Well, now he gets the AK-47. This could be a very different second half. So bear in mind, Gen.G managed to get a 3-0 start, and then there was a 12-3. They've won the second round forced by, found 3 more rounds. They haven't really brought much in terms of gun rounds as of yet. We'll see if they can plant their feet. See Automatic towards the upper ramp. Smoke tower instead of the Molotov.
Interesting.
Yeah, so the AWPers can actually still use the Molotov, go for the quick pick, take a bit of damage. You see almost every AWPer will go for that. But the smoke, sure, it's quite an investment. If you know they're going to do it, why not? Good grenade. Ethan wasn't quite ready for it.
Even with that damage, though, they have the weapon advantage right here. I think that MP9 and the Famous in the hands of Bentet right here may actually be a bit of an issue as this round continues.
Yeah, the weaponry certainly is a concern here. Evil Genius is looking for the first gun run. As I mentioned, Gen.G yet to pick one of those up really in this map so far. They've got MP9s, double AWPs, but an inside execution, it'd be difficult to handle. The AWPs retake in this area, they get a quick plant down, there's no initial kills. And Daps only has the MP9 to defend the lower ramp as well. So they smoke off the AWPer, Daps goes down with nothing. I don't think you can even really justify the retake at that point. There's a lot of pressure on Daps to get that incendiary down, and he's not really in a position to find massive stoppage power.
Good incendiary. Automatic's kept the wolf at the door for 20 seconds here. Now the smoke on Z. Daps, as he knows this is go time, a second incendiary is positive, but nothing to show for it. Automatic quite the opposite, knows they've dropped off. Repositions to hunt down Breezy. God, they're playing so well. That flash completely forces the rotate.
Yeah, you saw the comms there as well. As soon as he fires off an AWP shot, they all drop down, making sure there's no kills found. And it's led to this destruction. Tarek and Ethan making light work of the rotations here. And Automatic, he's found one call. They know he's an inside player. And they get his speed, getting the bomb down, scrambling as well with 5 seconds remaining on the clock here. It could have been a little bit dicey, but it will be Tarek to close things out there. Nice work, very efficient. Nice pounds towards the upper area. And like I said, if Daps didn't get a single kill there, that's on the AWPs going to shrink. He had the MP9. It's the firepower that lets him down there.
Money's a problem now for Gen.G. They'll be able to drop across some guns here and make it work because there's several players with 6K plus. But it won't be a great buy. They'll have to decide, do we want the AWP for Automatic or do we want to have rifles for more players? So it's the AWP for Automatic, MP9 for Daps yet again. Unfortunately, not the weapon you want to be anchoring inside with by any means. But there's still a chance as Tarek, he finds a massive opening there.
It's Automatic. They just invested all of their schmeckles to get him on the zoom banger and he can't even get out of his connector. Tarek hits it. Took the spawn, gives it back to Cirque. Blood-stained and battered. 5v4.
If they lose a sight here, Gen.G might have to save again, or at least, try to. I know the Automatic went down there, lured in by that 1-on-2 prospect. Som's been able to scavenge that AWP up forward towards the connector position. But 4-on-5, it's a hard conversion. CT side of train, It's no easy feat.
This doesn't look good for Gen.G at all. Kusta's low, Automatic already removed here. They do have decent firepower this time. And Stanislaw, he has broken through. You can see he knows the sound cues, and Som, He's ready for him, but does he land a shot? Apparently he does. Nice work. So he definitely did hear him, or at least was aware, but it's all a ruse. You see the fact they've taken all this space. They've actually managed to crack over the inside area, and this is going to be a very important shot. How does Tarek and Breezy bring this one back? They're in a 3 versus 2 now. Advantage CTs, but nice little play with a Molotov towards lower. That could enable a plant.
Where's Tarek going?
He's up to something.
Okay.
Breezy, 25 seconds. If he gets this kill with upper, there is a chance.
He can get to yard, right?
Certainly a world where he can do this. If he... Wow, what a reaction. Takes down Kusta on inner. Now he knows there's one on the site. He's going to go hunting for Bentet. 12 seconds, and maybe, just maybe, can get that. Can he get shot under the train from here? Bentet can't. He's going to actually go behind the train. He gets the bomb plant. Perhaps he can win this one. Breezy starting to come alive. Relatively quiet. Now starts to disappear. Somi's had to downgrade from an AWP to a FAMAS to try and win this clutch. Oh, Breezy, that's spotless. The second frag onto Kusta was stunning. He even pulls an AWP into the next 15 for EG.
That's a crazy clutch for him to pull off there. It was looking so positive for Gen.G. It was a must-win round. It could have been enough to shut down the money as well. Som, he dug so deep for these 3 kills he found. It still wasn't enough for the full conversion. Beautiful sequence as well. Very nice movement, good awareness, but Breezy, he shows him how it's really done. He'll win the 3 versus 1 and find map point on the opponent's pick of train.
Look at their buy right here.
Oof.
They won a force buy earlier in this half, sure, but we're going to need something special out of Gen.G here. Taps will push forward. He's heard those steps, but he's also been picked on up by an audible. Ethan's aware that that is a possibility. These type of rounds, when you know they're up against a lower buy, you normally say, hey, let's sit back. Let's let them make that first mistake. Have that aggression. We know that they need to bring the fight to us. We've got all the goodies, all the utility, the bigger guns. It's just a matter of time here as Kusta. Well, this was the position he found impact on that force buy that they were able to win. If he slips it again and is able to find another frag onto Stan, then I don't know what to say about that one. The Molotov will land. It has to drop on back.
It's not about the price of your gun, it's about how you use it, Chad. And those Deagles and CZs could be the ticket to get real weapons back in the hands of Gen.G. Great flash. Oof. Don't think he reports anything.
We have got Som here with the Desert Eagle. If the last round's anything to go by, he's in deadly form right now. Got Stanislaw with the Galil. Couple of smokes remaining. Flashbangs available as well. Decent main control from Bentet, but it's going to be quite obvious here. Ethan's not going to walk in with his knife out or anything like that. He's going to be very diligent, check every single corner. And it should be no problem. I reckon a pre-fires here. And it will be Bentet with the first frag. And actually Kusta. Oh, Som, that could have been the difference maker there. If they can still scrape this round together, no harm, no foul, but that was the moment. Just dabs remaining the inside player. They know it as well. But the bomb is down. Recovered.
Recovered and will?
All the time.
Yeah, that's my only concern. But the fact it's going down now, Dabs can't even deny it. That was his only lifeline, I think.
Oh.
That definitely is now.
Oh, this is miserable. You're stuck behind the Molotov for 7 seconds. You only have a CZ and a flash. The smoke now lands. That's another 20 seconds just peeled off the clock. The bomb ticks. What can he do?
I mean, that's what Dabs is saying to his teammates now. He's all too aware of how impossible of a task he's been presented with, and runs into Breezy, maybe, if he could get that AK out, but Cirque will find the final frag. It's 16-6. It was a 3-0 start for Gen.G, and then EG demonstrate what they're capable of.